Hi folks, welcome back to Otter Creek Homestead. I'm Carrie. We are having beef stew tonight for supper, so I thought I would take y'all along with me as I get my veggies and everything chopped up and together and put it in our Instant Pot. Thanks for joining me. So I've already got my potatoes kind of cubed up, and we're throwing carrots in there too. I don't have a specific recipe. Like, I guess you're just going to see what I do here, and that is the recipe I use, but I don't follow a recipe. I've just kind of made it this way, and this is the way we like it. We like how it turns out, so this is what we do. And I'm putting in 4 carrots. There are 3 people here. I'm putting in 4 good-sized whole carrots. Well, I'm going to chop them up. But I always peel an extra carrot in case somebody wants to snack on one. Me. Yeah, you. You want a carrot? Yeah. All right, let me trim it. I'll give you the long, skinny one. How's that? Here you go. You're welcome. Now, I just chunk the carrots up. And, you know, I'll just look at it if I think it's too thick. Like, this one is getting pretty thick right here. I'll just slice it in half. We're not real particular about them. This one's getting a little thick, too. The Instant Pot cooks everything really well, so it doesn't have to be exactly even. I don't worry about that. Sizes, you know. Is that enough carrot? I don't think that's enough. We like more carrot than we like potato. I think I'm going to get another carrot or 2. The chickens love carrot peels. You heard me say that, anybody? I don't know what carrots love. Probably a lot of rain and sunshine. But it's funny to watch them eat them. They eat them like they're worms, like it's spaghetti noodles that they're slurping down. They're funny to watch eat them. This one's a little thick too. So those will go to the chickens. They won't eat the potato peels or the onion peel that I'm about to chop up. So those will toss into our little compost we got going. But now I think that looks like enough carrots. And I'm just putting in 1 good size onion. And I like to chunk up the onion just so it's in bigger pieces. I have diced onion in the freezer that like our onions that we grew, I chopped them up and froze them. But I don't like to use onions that are chopped that small in a stew. So we won't. Just kind of chunk them up like that, and then they'll just kind of fall apart in the pan. All right, we'll put these over here with our other veggies. Okay, the meat we're using tonight isn't specifically stew meat, although to be honest, I don't know what cut is actually considered stew meat. But we are about to get another beef butchered, so I've got like 2 weeks to use up a handful of things that we have left from our last butchering. So I had asked my mom, I have a few like round steaks left and a couple big boneless sirloin steaks. So I had asked my mom, what can I use them for? And she had said, cut that brown steak up into stew meat. So here's what we got. I'm going to trim away. I don't like this thick stuff here. If it's hard, like right here, this is just like a hard bristle or fat. Thick. It's thick. That's what he's doing in there. So I'll pull that off or trim it away and then chunk this up. And I've got some all-purpose flour here with salt and pepper that I'm going to dredge it and then brown it quickly in the Instant Pot before I throw everything in there. So, you know what? I'm going to wash my hands and then get a knife and dig into this. I'm just going to turn my Instant Pot on to saute. Throw in some olive oil. And that heats up pretty quick. And let's just get this mixed up. And this is like about 2/3 a cup of all-purpose flour, and then just salt and pepper. I can't even tell you how much. I just tossed it in until I felt like it was good. Can you hear the sizzle? There we go. If I could stop touching the side of my pan with raw beef, that would be like great. I'm going to chicken a little bit yet. We've got a good bit of browning in the bottom of the pan, which is tons of flavor. I'm gonna leave that. All right. I'm gonna move you over so you can see what we got in here. See all that browning we got? So I'm going to throw in the onion to loosen that up. And get the onion browning a little bit. ready to put it together. That smells good. Alright, I'll give that a couple minutes. Add a little beef broth and that'll help pull some more of that up. I just want all of that floating around in this pot. That's good stuff. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to add the rest of our beef broth. I'm going to add our tomato sauce. And I believe I seasoned the beef broth. I don't know why I'm showing you an empty jar. I believe I seasoned the beef broth while it was like cooking in the roasting pan with all the veggies. But I didn't season it any further like when I canned it. I generally don't put a lot of salt in my canned products. And I didn't put any salt in the tomatoes. That's just how I roll. Put a little water in there and get some of that, more of that tomato out. So, because of that, well, that's part of the reason why I like to add a little bit of this beef seasoning. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to add a whole tablespoon. It's a little salty, so it helps with the salt flavor, or saltiness, and it just helps enhance the flavor. All right, we'll give that a good stir. Then we're going to put everything else in here. Boom. Carrots and potatoes. And all our beef and all the juices from the pan. Yummy, yummy. All right. We'll just give it a good mix. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to hit the stew button, meat/stew, and that goes for 40 minutes. So if your Instant Pot is different, it doesn't have a meat/stew button or anything like that, then 40 minutes is it. Hit it for 40 minutes, and it should be nice and tender, and meat stew. Okay, I got to turn that off first. Now meat stew. Okay, we'll come back when she's done. Okay, our beef stew is done. I let it natural release for about 8 minutes, and then I did a manual release. So our little needle thing just dropped, whatever you call that thing. So I haven't even looked at it yet. Ooh, there she is. That looks pretty good. Let me put this lid down. We'll stir it. Yeah, that's pretty good. It smells really yummy for sure. See how tender our meat is. Oh yeah, you see that? It falls right apart. Perfect. Okay, we are going to serve it over cornbread. That's how we like to eat beef stew at our house. So the last time I made cornbread, I made it into muffins, and I think I had 12 muffins. We ate 6. We have 6 left, and as you can see, that was in August. I just froze them. I didn't want them to go to waste. I didn't want to feed the chickens. I didn't want to give them to the chickens, so I was like, someday I'll want to have something with cornbread and not want to make cornbread, so I didn't have to make cornbread tonight, which was nice. So I'll just throw these in the microwave. They've been sitting out, so they're thawed. I'll throw them in the microwave, heat them up for a minute, and we'll put some butter on them. What I usually do anyway is I'll put one underneath my stew to soak up the juices, and then I'll butter the other one and eat it on the side. So that's what we'll do there. And I did cook the gristly bits in my marrow bone for the dogs, so they'll enjoy that. I'll probably give it to them tomorrow. I've changed my mind about just eating it as is. Wow. I made a little cornstarch slurry. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. It seems just a little bit runny to me. So I turned my Instant Pot on to saute. So we can get a little boil going here. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. I always kind of test it to see if I've got enough. Oh, you know what? It looks thicker already, doesn't it? I mean, I don't want it like gravy. I just don't want it like water either. We'll add just a smidge more. Yeah, I think that's going to do us. Okay, now we're going to plate it up. Just like I like it. Can't wait to dig in. The perfect end to a chilly, rainy night. Beef stew turned out really well. If your family likes it, comment below if you like it a different way or serve it a different way. Tell me what your favorites are. Thanks for joining us. We hope you will again. If you haven't subscribed, hope you do. And until next time, y'all take care. Bye now.